I'm your host, Nova M. Baiamonte, and we're here at Amazon Prime's The English New York City series premiere. Hi, how are you this evening? Pleasure. So first of all, I would like to congratulate you because you were both the EP and an actor, and I would like to know what was the greatest challenge with those two roles simultaneously?
I mean, I didn't feel... During the shooting, I felt that we'd done everything prep-wise to land us in a really beautiful spot so that I could just be an actor during the filming experience. I don't know if I see it as a challenge. I saw it as something really exciting for me, you know, and to build a story and to bring it to life and see it realized in the way that it was, because of Hugo's brilliant writing and his directing. It was a joy for me, you know.
And I heard Hugo mention that you all went to cowboy school for training in Spain. So can you tell me your personal anecdote? What was that like?
I mean, the first time I got on my horse, I think he was just testing the waters with me. It's like you get on and they can smell it on you if you're scared. And so I tried to get him to go into a canter, and he did this dance move. The horse literally started doing that. And I remember the horse master goes, no, you need to show him who's boss, okay? Show him who's boss. And then I was okay. Then we were friends. Yeah.
Hi, pleasure to meet you. Doing good. So I would like to know, what are you most excited about this evening, and what do you hope that the audience takes away from this film?
Oh, I have to go for the ride. It's a adventurous, fun, tragic. Everything's in this Western, and I hope people take the ticket and go for the ride. Mm-hmm.
And also, how much training was involved, being that it's so action-based, and what really went into that?
There was a lot of training. There was horse training, weapons training, stunt training. I love all that stuff, though. I think it just enhances the character. And it's just, you know, it's like being a kid again. You don't ever really grow up when you're in this business. Yeah.
And also, my last question, being that you did come from the Twilight franchise, how much did that help with this kind of transition with this action-based series?
Nothing. Nothing.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Yes, twinning. So I heard you guys went to cowboy school from the director, like cowboy training.
Went to cowboy training. Yes, it was in Spain, like the motherland of horses. So it was so cool, and it was really. I grew up, you know, kind of near. I mean, my there's a ranch in our family, so I grew up on horses. But also getting on a horse, like growing up in Oklahoma, is a lot different than being with the Spanish and all of that, you know. Exactly. And so, you know, I felt really relieved when, like, the head wrangler was like, she's good. She's good. She's got a good seat. And I'm like, thank you so much.
What was the greatest challenge with this role, being that it is Western, that it is so action-based, or was there something that surprised you as an actor?
The thing that surprised me was how much work I had to do to get Katie to the place where she's literally a volcano of bitterness and resentment, and it's like a seed was planted at a very young age. So I had to do my own dramaturgical work and go back and character research, and so I came up with, you know, somebody about my age, mid 50s, and I'm like, okay, she was on the Trail of Tears, she was a child on the Trail of Tears, she saw a lot of horror, and that planted a seed in her that has kind of grown up and to this very poisonous tree with poisonous fruit, and she makes everybody eat from it. And so I think that was the hardest work, of making sure that when I was ready to come on set and portray Katie, that it wasn't an actor playing a role. It wasn't a stereotype. Like, there had to be real pain and real history there. Once I found her, and I found how she could get there way up in Kansas, away from her people, away from her Cherokee ideals, then I was golden. Then she took over, and I was a little scary. Katie's a little scary. Scares me. So, yeah.
How are you doing this evening?
Well,
Congrats.
I feel very good. Thank you very much.
Yes, I'm sure of it. So I would love to know, what is the process of collaboration, being that both you and Emily share executive producer roles?
Detailed, incremental, and almost unable to be witnessed, because I can't remember. You get to a point, if you're working in a good groove with each other, a bit like if you're on a sports team, you don't have to talk, you just have to look. You just have to feel it. And both of us worked it like that. We kind of just got into our groove and we felt that detail. But we did operate on that granular level. So it wasn't just her sitting back going, yeah, I got this title now, but you go off and do all the stuff. It was, yeah, no, I'm going to work with you on every detail, shoulder to shoulder. And that's how it worked.
And I would love to know, what is the greatest challenge in regards to directing a series versus, let's say, a film?
Well, it's length, really. You know, it's the idea of having to. It's not just length of time; it's speed. You know, these things go at a pace. You got to, 4 pages a day. I mean, 4 minutes a day. It's probably about double to a movie, but you're there for 6 months. So it's all about just making it feel like a marathon. If you go out too fast, you're flagged. You go out too slow, everybody else will take off and you'll be behind. So it's getting that steady pace is how it works.
And also, being that it is action-based and it's a Western, what kind of training went into it with the actors, and what kind of guidance did you provide?
They all went into cowboy school. Cowboy school with all the stuff. And Chaske even got to cock a Winchester with one hand, which is really hard, and actually I think took the skin off his fingers. But the hero doesn't have to say that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Congratulations. Thanks a lot. Doing this evening.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
What are you most excited about in regards to this premiere?
I mean, I love Westerns and I love cowboys. I'm from California, so yeah.
So close to that.
Yeah, right?
And also, are you guys super fans of action-based things, or what really led you to this?
Oh yeah, no, I love action. I'm the biggest Bond fan, Jack Ryan fan. I love stuff like that. Oh my God.
That Emily Blunt is in the film. Was there anything that kind of surprised you in regards to the training that it took to get ready for the film and so forth?
Dude, I mean, I've done my fair share of stunts or whatever before, and that was truly nothing, and it felt like it took so much effort. So I just have a lot of respect for someone to be able to really bring it for a whole project. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.
Have a good night.
Thank you too.